Tonight we pray completely. Shelter us with love so sweetly. Tonight, please fight the dangers from our eyes. Please, God, protect me from sorrow.
וצהלה תוך אמוני העם סגולה בואי חלה בואי חלה
Be the light inside the darkness, be the hope, burning bright into the night, be the voice, for those who cannot raise it, be the one who leads the way through the world's darkest days, be the light. Be the light, be the light. When days feel long and all that's left inside you our darkest days, reach for the light to guide you. The miracle of change begins with sparks of light we find within that shine. If we come close together, we will see a people strong, a shared humanity. To transform darkness into light, to lead with love instead of might, we shine. We shine. Be the light. Be the light inside the darkness, be the hope, burning bright into the night, be the voice, for those who cannot raise it, be the one who leads the way through the world's darkest day, be the light, be the light. 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 Be the
like you're fading away. Just call right out, we'll find a way. From a narrow place to a wide open space. From a narrow place to a wide open.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone! We're going to start by singing this song. Hello? Sing with us! Hine matov umanayim sheberachim gam yachad. Hine
Shabbat Shalom again.
Shabbat Shalom.
It's so nice to see everyone here. Welcome to our Shabbat Spark service here at Temple Emanuel. We are really blessed tonight. We're joined by so many people who are going to help us lead services tonight. We have our Shabbat Spark band, who will get introduced later. You can give them a round of applause, though. Yeah. We have our soul singers and junior cantors. We have our Cantor. We had a senior rabbi. There he is. It's so nice for everyone to be here with us this evening to celebrate all of our kids and our community and the love that we have here for each other. We know it's been a really difficult week for so many reasons, especially as we are here tonight to celebrate our kids. So we take this moment really to first just hold in our hearts all of those who are in pain and who are suffering because of what's been going on in our world, especially thinking about the tragedy in Texas. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. We also remember that we gather here together to bring in light, to light lights on Shabbat, to envision the world as it should be, full of light and whole and peace like we just sang about. We also are celebrating tonight some seniors who are going off into the world to light lights of their own, on their own. And we'll bless them in a little bit too. So we want to recognize actually those parents who have helped bring up those seniors, who have ignited those sparks so that they can go out and continue to light other lights in the world to help us kindle our Shabbat lights this evening. So if you are a parent of a graduating senior, we'd like to invite you up to help light our Shabbat candles.
You all look too young to have children graduating high school. As we enter into the time of the service where we review our week, we're going to need to let go a little bit of the pain that all of us have been suffering this week. But there may have also been some things you'd like to hold on to. When we gather here on Friday night, we kind of bring our week together so that we can enter into the weekend, reflect on what's happened, and kind of make plans for a new week. So I hope in a moment we can go back and reflect on what we felt this week and how we can make next week better. And in a moment, I'd like us to go quiet and think about our week, but I'd like to offer this poem reflecting on this week. Dear God, Min HaMetzar, I call out to you once again from the narrow place and hope for an answer. that's wider than the innocent lives that were taken from this earth in Texas. I call out to you once again to calm my spirit and soothe my soul, because I don't know why the dark side of our nature, our evil, our inclination for evil, can't be squelched by our inclination for goodness and for love. My heart aches once again for more souls who will never know what they could have been, for the laughter and the sadness and the joy and the love that will never be felt. We mourn for the families whose lives have been changed forever, and our prayers reach towards their hearts, broken and tattered from the weapon of hate and darkness. Be our guide and show us the way to love and heal. Be our strength and gird us with the power for goodness. Let the world be filled with light to overcome the evil that wants to tear us from each other and leave a swath of dust and ashes. Enlighten us all with hearts so full that we rise above the noise of hatred, and fill us with compassion for all living beings. May their lives be for a blessing. Chazarat HaShavua, let us review the week. As we continue with our service, whenever there are tragedies that happen in this world that are caused by human beings, I always think to myself, if we stop living our lives and singing for joy and laughing and working and doing what we need to do to be better, then whoever caused the tragedy wins. People want us to stop, but we need to keep singing. And we need to keep doing, and we need to be together. So we continue with Shir Adonai, sing a new song each week to God. Shir Adonai. Please rise for the Baruch Hu and our call to worship.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam
The Shema and Ve'ahavta prayers teach us to love the divine in three ways. B'chol levavcha, with all our heart. B'chol nafshecha, with all of our souls. B'chol me'odecha, with all of our might. But before we can show our love for God, we are implored Shema. Listen. Our teen passport program is designed to help our teens learn to listen to themselves, to their voices, to their hearts, as they learn to teach in the classroom and lead in our youth group. They learn to listen to vulnerable populations in our world by traveling to destinations like Washington, D.C., to lobby on behalf of those vulnerable populations, or to places like New York City to learn about immigration. This year we were able to go to New York City. Unfortunately, the last 2 years, we've been prevented from going to Washington, D.C. because of the COVID-19 pandemic. But despite these challenges, our teens have continued to step up. They've continually opened their eyes and listened with their ears and listened to Shema. They said, we are here and we are ready to act no matter the situation in the world. So as we continue with Shema and Ve'ahavta in just a moment, I implore you to listen so that you can act along with our teens. We continue with Shema.
Lana and Miles. Where's Miles?
Right behind you.
Both seniors and both leaving me. They're just leaving me. Come up to lead us in Ve'ahavta
Oh,
tonight.
this is a surprise.
Surprise! Yeah, you guys can come up here. The words are up there.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
As we move forward in this, this is, you can come on up. We have a lot of things in this service, a lot of celebrations, and so we begin with our first.
So we talked a moment ago about our teen program. Our teen program that goes to Washington, D.C. is called the Teen Civic Leadership Council. Each year, our teens embark on an issue related to social justice, related to Tikkun Olam that they choose. So to tell us more about the issue from this year and to present a large check, I invite up our any of the students from our Teen Civic Leadership Council, please come up. I'm going to hand this to you. Hello.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. We are 3 members of the Teen Civic Leadership Council, which is a group of dedicated teens, as the rabbi was saying, at the synagogue who choose and work extensively on an issue all year. And we culminate this learning process by both advocating for our issue of choice and through a donation to address problems caused by that issue. This year, our issue of choice was climate change. As Jews, we have a responsibility of tikkun olam, which most of you may know means to repair the world. And that really starts with the climate. As we near a 2 degrees Celsius increase in global average temperature, it's clear large-scale and immediate change is necessary in order to have an impact.
In normal years, we would advocate for climate legislation via a trip to Washington, D.C., where we would join up with synagogues from around the country to lobby Congress. Unfortunately, for the past 2 years, we've not been able to go on this trip because of COVID. So for our advocacy this year, we called up senators via phone and lobbied for SB 100, a bill designed to move California to 100% renewable sources by 2045.
As for the philanthropic side of TCLC, our class has focused on the local scale, more specifically our temple, to effectuate real change here at home. To achieve our goal, we have decided to donate $2,717.87 to the temple, earmarked for the installation of energy-efficient LED lights. We hope that this donation will help our temple transition to a cleaner future, and in conjunction with our legislative action, help make the world a better place. Thank you for listening and have a wonderful evening. Shabbat Shalom.
Matt Davidson, could you please come up here? Matt? All right, so on behalf of the Teen Civic Leadership Council, I would like to present you this wonderful check for $2,717.87.
You can give them a round of applause. They did a lot of work for that. The next award that we are going to give out, or actually it's the first award we're going to give out, comes with a monetary award as well, is our Edie Friedman Award. So the Edie Friedman Award was established in 1953 by Melinda Sobel's grandfather in memory of her great-grandfather, Dr. Emanuel David Friedman. This award preserved his honor and wished to award a teenager who exemplified both community service and excellence in temple participation throughout the year. So it is my pleasure to introduce, virtually, Melinda Sobel to present this year's Edie Friedman Award.
My name is Melinda Friedman Sobel. I am here once again to present the annual Edie Friedman Award for Excellence in Leadership and Jewish Education at Temple Emanuel. This award was established in the 1950s by my grandfather in memory of my great-grandfather, Dr. Emanuel David Friedman. Dr. Friedman was a renowned physician, a Jewish and historical scholar, and a lifelong humanitarian. My grandfather, Harold Friedman, was one of the founding members of Temple Emanuel and served as executive director for more than 20 years. The recipient we recognize tonight is Jonas Lepp. Jonas is in the 9th grade at Hamilton High School and participates in the Humanities Magnet program. This past year, Jonas was a madrichim for the combined K1 class. Though he didn't remember being quite that unruly as a child, he greatly enjoyed his role. In February of 2021, Jonas was finally able to complete his bar mitzvah. The event had been postponed an entire year due to the pandemic. We're so glad you were finally able to celebrate, Jonas. His bar mitzvah project was on gun violence prevention, with the goal of raising awareness. Jonas was able to attend a talk by Gabrielle Giffords at Temple Emanuel. That gave him a better understanding of this cause. He explained that Gabby's perspective made him realize this is a significant issue his generation must address. Jonas has also taken part in the Teen Civic Leadership Council. He attended the American Jewish Experience, which took place in New York. The challenges of immigration through a Jewish lens were explored. Tempty, Temple Emanuel's teen youth group, was one of the highlights of this past year for Jonas. His favorite events included trivia night, the playground game competition, and the silent disco. He was able to interact with other Jewish youth groups. Jonas hopes to enjoy more Jewish youth events in the future. So Jonas, tonight, I want to congratulate you and your family as I present you with the annual Edie Friedman Award.
I'm sorry that I can't be there tonight, but I would like to thank Rabbi Lutz, the clergy, and the Sobel family for honoring me with the Edie Friedman Award. I am grateful for this recognition, and I will continue to do what got me this award, continuing the legacy of leadership and social justice within the Jewish community.
Now we continue with celebrating Shabbat with Vishamru. You may not have known that that this was a reggae piece, but you'll know it now.
And if you are under the age of 120 and you like to dance, please come in the middle to our Shabbat mosh pit to sing Vishamru. Yes? Who wouldn't want to dance with Seal Aaron? Come on, where's Michelle? All right. Come on, you can get your steps in. Come on, guys.
Yeah, it's Shabbat, yeah.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat le'torotam be'eretz olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat
Et HaShabbat.
la'asot et HaShabbat le'torotam be'eretz olam.
Shaman.
Beini uvein,
Beini uvein,
b'nei Yisrael,
Bnei Yisrael,
oti le'olam,
Oti.
oti
Only 5 days, 6 days. God made
את השמיים
Talking about the heavens
ואת
and the
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורות המרים עולם וביום השביעי שבת וינפל
It was a rest.
שבת וינפל
Man, I've got to rest.
שבת Thank you, everyone.
I don't know what to think of that, actually.
After all these years, you have
I don't know what to
opinions
think of
about
that. So, we move from excitedly singing about Shabbat to something a little more sobering, and that's thinking about the people that we love and care about who are in need of healing. There are a lot of people in our congregation that need healing. And I'm sure every time we come to this blessing, you're thinking of people that you know, you love, you care about, because they're in your heart and they're in your mind. So we join together with Shebeirach, and in the middle of the, we're going to have special
We have
singers.
special singer guests. But keep going.
We'll sing the first part of the blessing, and then I have a list to read of people that have told us that they are in need. And then we'll come around and gather names from all of you here. We also have names on the list online. So we're going to hear all of these names, and we're going to take all of them into our hearts. And we'll pray on behalf of all those who are ailing in our congregation. Shebeirach.
Shebeirach
Jean-Claude Berthet, Robert Byrd, Shirley Block, Shalom Bluestein, Bernard Birnbaum, Lester Boxer, Leo Carlin, Eitan Chaim, Woody Clark, Joseph Cohen, Tamara Deverell, Patty Goodman, Andy Hale, Helene Hale, Lori Haynes, Dora Kamara, Sis Klein, Russell Kunk, Ira Laufer, Geffen Lombardo, Marissa Bat Yaakov, Reuven Verifka Adina, Daniel Papp, Ariel Pepper, Merle Prop, Rachel Bat Chana V'Chaim, Chaya Rachel Bat Carme Adina, Harava Harona Bat Tzvia V'Yosef, Bud Reinfeld, Warren Roston, Ruth Schwartz, Leonard Shapiro, Rhoda Sharp, Lindy Sobel, Paul Vielik, Paula Warner, Sonia Ann Weggy, and Theodore.
Ezra Chaim Ben Deborah.
Barbara Kimmelman.
Steve Lember.
Erica Fernback and Jason and Fanny Freeland.
Kevin Phillips. Alana Grayson.
Rita Simon.
Patty Stone and Dorothy Salkin.
Claudia Grumman.
Sean Abraham.
Stephen Coonan.
Robert Byrd, David and Barry Levy, Catherine Russell, Jim Vujas, Charles Rosenberg,
Stu Sheslow, Mila Berger.
David Kunkel, Thomas Kai, Karen Alexander, Bruce Rubin, Blanche Rubin, Susan Landis, Shannon Bluestein, Janice Rader, Ann and Helene Hale, Lois Levin,
Sterling Buckingham, and Annie Maitan.
As we move on, those were like private prayers that we share with the community, and now we dig deep inside for our own personal private prayers. We reach the Amidah. If you'd please rise right now. We'll sing just the first line together, and then we'll go silent. When you're finished with your own prayers, you may be seated, and when we see that we're all seated, we'll continue on with the service. Adonai Svatai Tiftach. one of my favorite things of the year is what we're about to do right now. Because in the synagogue, we talk a lot about the cycle of life. And every year, we see beautiful babies born. We see people getting married. And of course, there are people that leave us as well. But there is one moment in the life of a family that has significance that we've been marking for 20 years at Temple Emanuel, and that is when children leave the house after high school. I think that could give us a, yeah, it's like a sad, kind of a thing. It's both sad and happy as well, because the moment the child leaves the house, then, there's another study for one of us that we can change the room around, take the bed out, put a desk in there. Oh, you mean they come home? I see. And so we'd like to do a special blessing for anyone who is here this evening, who is done with high school in a matter of, I guess, weeks, right? Some are already done. Some of you are done. We'll find out. And we want to offer you a blessing so that you know that, first of all, Temple Emanuel is always here for you. But more importantly, your parents are always here for you. And even though you're going, you're still part of an amazing family. So I'd like to invite any and all of our graduates from high school this year, whether you're going off to college or just spending a year traveling or whatever you're doing, please come on up. Parents too, you're not getting away from this. Parents have to come up as well to sit with or stand with your child so that you can actually offer your own blessing to them.
Come all the way up to the bima, where the light is.
How does it make noise every time? So this is the Donahue portion of our service. And what we're going to do is we're going to go take a look at these people here. This is the next generation that's going to take over the world. Robin, you're crying already. We haven't even done the blessing, She started when I said anyone who's graduating.
Actually, she was crying.
She was crying before the service. Yeah, I know. Sorry, Robin. So what we're going to do first is we'd like them to introduce themselves and tell us all what they're going to be doing next year. And it's our job to go, ooh and ah, whenever they say whatever they say, okay? Let's begin here so it doesn't get worse and there's slobbering all over the name, and I guess your mom's name too.
Miles. Robin. I am graduating next week. And oh, I am graduating from Beverly Hills High School. Oh, I will be going to Berklee College of Music in Boston. Where I will hopefully be studying professional music in hopes to be a big boy musician one day.
He only hopes he could be in our Spark band, right, guys? We have Bruce Phillips in the band. All right. Was that it? That was it, right? Okay.
Hello. My name is Ethan Stone.
We have a long night, guys.
Oh yeah, these are my parents. We got Scott Stone and Gary Brown. Ooh. And I will be attending. I'm graduating on the same day as this one on Friday, and from Beverly Hills High School as well. And I will be going to the other Berkeley, University of California, Berkeley. Oh, and I am majoring in applied mathematics.
Is it just me, but in the 20th century, we had no idea what we were majoring in when we went to college? No. This is a 21st century thing that people know what they're majoring in, right? It's undeclared, thank you.
No, it's not undeclared, but like they don't let you.
Hi, I'm Leon. I'm graduating from New West Charter on. I'm graduating from New West Charter on June 14th. And I will be attending UC Berkeley as well. But with a slight difference of studying the far superior computer science.
So I'm just keeping score. Berkeley 3, any other school, forget it.
Hi, I'm Hannah Corwin, and these are my parents, Kara and Dave. I graduated yesterday from Marlborough High School. And next year I'm going to the University of Georgetown in Washington, D.C. And I'm studying healthcare management and policy.
I'm Lana. This is my mom, Rosalind. What? Oh, I am graduating from Hamilton High School on June 9th. I am going to Cal State Channel Islands as a psych major with a minor in zoology.
Okay. Now, Robin, you can start to cry now. We're doing the blessings.
We missed. Did you? Oh, Don. Hey, Leon, you didn't introduce your mother.
Did you
and you wouldn't be
introduce your
here
mom?
without her.
This is my wonderful mother, Ladan. But she works at the worse UCLA.
When someone called out, they said someone hasn't. I think they thought you were graduating high school. Whoever it was that called out, they're like, you missed one, and I think they thought you were graduating high school. All right. We're passing this out. Please take one and pass. Well, actually, give me half of them, and I'll
Don't
do the
read
other
ahead.
side. Don't read it. Don't read it yet. Okay. Take and pass. This is for everyone, for the students and the parents. We have a little threefold blessing that we like to do at Emanuel, and the three people that will be speaking are first the parents, then the graduates themselves, and then the Cantor and I, and Rabbi Lutz, if you'd come up too, will offer a blessing afterward. If you want to hold a mic and kind of hold it down in front, it can pick you up.
Hello.
It's hard to read this together. It's best if it's read slowly. I'm saying that to the parents because you go first. It's better if it goes slowly and rhythmically, and I will get us started, and I will do it in a low voice, so that I won't be taking it over for you. Are we ready? Okay. And an expression of joy fills our hearts as we have watched you grow into who you are today, ready to take on life outside of our home. Yet we also feel sadness that you will not be in that home every day. We have tried to the best of our ability to instill in you the values of our people, in the hope that you will live your life with goodness and compassion. You should know that our love will never end. Our support will never waver, and we will always be present for you when you need us. Now, however, we send you off to make future. May you take all that we have given you and make it part of who you are.
Ready?
I take with me all that you have given me. I take with me your love, your caring, your dreams for my life, and hopes for my future. I accept the responsibility to live my life with the courage you have given me to be who I am, with the teachings of my heritage, and with the love I feel in my heart for my family. As I leave this place to go towards my future, I know that I am taking you with me through all that you have imparted to me, and I am so proud to stand here with you tonight and to express my gratitude for your devotion to me and your willingness to send me off into the world, secure in the knowledge that I will not only survive, but excel.
So now we would like to offer you the priestly benediction.
Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha. May God bless you and protect you from harm and misfortune. May you have the strength to know that difficult times are a part of the fabric of life, and God has blessed you with friends and family to help you on your journey. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God's face shine upon you and be gracious to you in guiding your way towards the future. May the light of knowledge shed its rays upon you and help you see your place in the world. We all share in the joy of your growth.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'asem lecha shalom.
May God's presence be with you, and may God grant you peace of mind, of body, and of soul. May you know that your life is somehow a part of all the other Jewish sons and daughters who, like you, have ventured away from their homes to find the answers to so many questions. Go and take with you the truth of your connectedness to all of us here, all created with a spark of goodness, all created with divine light. Keep that light aglow. Feel its wholeness, the feeling of peace. And we all say, Amen. And now hugs.
But hugs and one other little thing.
And
here.
I guess we could also give them a
Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov. Stay up here. Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Siman Tov, Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Siman Tov.
Yehelanu, 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 Olecho Yisrael. Yehelanu, Yehelanu,
Olecho Yisrael. Okay, I would like to wait. Hold on before everyone sits down. Hannah, Lana, come back up, please. Come here. Sorry, Miles. Forever my assistant. I actually am close with all 5 graduates, but it's really sad because I've said this at many services. Lana was one of the first 2 people who signed up for Soul Singers 8 years ago. I know, and when I tell you that she has continued to sing at every spark and encourage the younger kids and be such a light, I just have to say thank you, Lana. You have been amazing. And each one of them have different reasons. Hannah, you can call Hannah, and in a second she says yes, and she shows up on time, prepared for high holiday singing. I mean, it's just amazing. And sometimes I'll put Hannah on a text thread with other people, and because I always know she's going to respond, and then they respond. So, okay, and then okay, and Miles. My little Miles, I don't think he was ever shorter than me. No, never in life. But Miles not only has been singing with us just as long, but has been our song leader at Hebrew School for the last 4 years. I have not found a replacement, so if anyone wants to be the song leader, please let me know. So therefore, I wanted to make sure to give you a couple things to take on your way. I actually remember when I gave this to Dorrit. So this is the Complete Jewish Songbook, one for you, Hannah, to take with you and be able to pull out at any Shabbat. Lana, you get one too. Miles, I gave you one 3 years ago. But you'll have
I lost it.
It's in your closet somewhere, I'm sure. Okay, and then Lana, also Sing Unto God, the Debbie Friedman anthology, as a thank you for all your work with our singers. And, of course, for Miles, you can put the box down finally. Oh, you get the first Hebrew primer. That's not supposed to be in there. You can leave that. The Ultimate Jewish Piano Book. It's like a fake book. And so Miles gets that. So I hope that you guys will pass it on to future generations. I love you very much. Will someone take our picture really quick? Someone has a camera? Come on. Come here, Miles. Take a quick picture. Wait, get your present. Thank you, Scott. Oh, I'm like... Okay, next up, actually, if Michelle and Melissa want to come up for a second, this is unprompted. Yes, exactly. You're coming up as representatives for the Sisterhood. 4 years ago, we started 2 Sisterhood awards. One is called the Rabbi Lutz. Well, I know what they're called, but I had a description on a paper somewhere. Here we go. Here. So why don't you each introduce one? And both of these people could not be here tonight, but we do have a little banner. So first, why don't you introduce this?
I'll take the mask off for a second. Hello. Okay, for the Joyce Kroll Award 2021-22, this is awarded to Samantha Ugolnik, whose display of empathy and shining thoughtful spirit helps to deepen the connections in our community and beyond. Congratulations, Samantha.
And for the Laura Geller Award 2018-2019 is Geffen Lombardo.
2021-22.
Yeah, I was wondering. Sorry. I thought maybe because of COVID it was, yeah. Geffen Lombardo for the Laura Geller Award for exemplary leadership in social justice and community building.
So Mazel Tov to Geffen and Samantha. We hope you are watching. You will each receive a gift, a scholarship. Where's Karen? Always need Karen. A scholarship towards one of our passport programs next year. And thank you for everything that you've done. And thank you, Melissa and Michelle, for coming up and doing that. Thank you. Rabbi Aaron.
I have been in... Carol, you want to give a speech? Without the grandparents. Thank you. Carol Redston reminded me that there were also some grandparents in the congregation. And if it weren't for the grandparents, why don't you just raise your hands? I don't want anyone to get injured or anything like this. That's just you, Carol.
That's so strange.
If it weren't for the grandparents, there wouldn't be parents. And if it weren't for the parents, there wouldn't be kids. I'm not going to explain that any further, but that is the truth. So I've been extremely fortunate at Temple Emanuel that I've got to meet so many wonderful grandparents, first of all, but that I've been so fortunate to work with incredible people. And one of the I don't know how we would describe this, not celebrations, not commemoration, but one of the activities we're doing tonight is to say goodbye and farewell and au revoir to Rabbi Adam Lutz. If you'd stand up, please, Adam. Yeah, Adam has been our educator for 5 years and has done an unbelievable job, especially when COVID-19 hit and we couldn't come and be here in school. And Adam was instrumental in moving us online. As a matter of fact, he's like a tech guru, genius type person. And so he was gracious to offer those skills to our synagogue, as well as his educational skills, nonprofit management skills, and rabbi skills as well. And the one thing that has been really apparent is that it's been a privilege to share life together over these last 5 years. And as it says in the blessing, your life has certainly grown. Your family has grown. In the time you've been here, I think you got married and you had almost children, and you guys have really established yourself in Los Angeles, recently buying a home. And I hope that Temple Emanuel has been a part of your kind of groundedness in this city, and that you've always have a home here at Temple Emanuel. Of course, we know you also have a home at Stephen S. Weiss, where your wife is the Cantor. But this is also your home, and anything that we can do for you in the future, we'd be glad to do. But for now, what we'd like to offer you are two things. One is a blessing, and the other is a gift. You all have a part in this particular blessing. I believe the words are going to come. Wow, those are really small.
No, I made them as big as I could.
That is not big.
Okay, huddle around.
Can you guys even read those words that are on that screen there? Ish?
Yeah. It's a 75-inch TV.
Yeah, that I can't read that from here.
Okay, so move closer.
Anyway, well, we'll help you read it. So there's two parts. Adam, you have to come and stand like right in the middle here so you can really feel the brunt of the goodness that we're going to give you and the love. She has to stand up higher. And so this first part is for the congregation, for all of you to offer your blessings to Adam. And then the second part is for the Cantor and I to offer our blessings to Adam. So if you could look on the screen right now, and we will read this all together as a congregation. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. One, and actually, those of you who are in the online world, you can read these too. We won't hear you, but we know you're doing it. So let's do it together. 1, 2, 3.
For 5 years, we have learned from each other and shared our love of Judaism.
We have also shared so much life, your family growing and changing, our families changing and growing. In the over 2 years of new challenges we have all faced in our world, you brought all of your talents to bear and shared with us inspirational and creative ways to connect to each other in so many ways. Tonight, as we come together to thank you and experience our parting, our hearts are heavy to say goodbye, and they are also full of the words of Torah you taught and the Jewish values you lived with us. You have been an inspiration. May you, our rabbi and our friend, continue to inspire and nurture and create ways to connect Jewishly. And may you, our rabbi, find hope. Now from us.
As our time together comes to a close, we know you will continue to express your Judaism with your unique combination of technological prowess and Jewish wisdom to inspire generations to love our heritage and teachings. May you continue to ensure the Torah endures forever, and that the values we have lived and taught urge others to live moments of uplift and action.
May the experiences that we shared, the prayers, the songs, the programs, and the projects find their way to the Creator to shape thoughts into words and mold words into blessings, and that you will always feel them in your heart. May you, our colleague, our friend, and our teacher, know that you will always be in our hearts by our side. And may you, our rabbi, find wholeness and find peace. And now we'll bless you with the same words we blessed our graduates.
Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and protect you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God's face shine upon you, and may you feel the goodness inside of your heart.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'asem lecha shalom. Shalom.
May you find God's presence in your life, and may you be given the greatest gift, gift of wholeness, gift of completeness, gift of peace. Amen.
Amen. And a special video for you.
Much wisdom have I learned from my teachers. More have I learned from my friends.
From my students, have I learned the most of all.
הרבה למדתי מרבותיי, ומחבריי יותר מרבותיי,
ומתלמידיי יותר מכולם, יותר מכולם. Turn it and turn it and turn it, turn it and turn it around. Everything is in it, everything is in it. Turn it and turn it around.
Turn it and turn it and turn it. Turn it and turn it around. Everything is in it. Everything is in it. Turn it and turn it around.
Turn it and turn it and turn it. Turn it and turn it around. Everything is in it. Everything is in it. Turn it and turn it around. Turn it and turn it and turn it. Turn it and turn it around. Everything is in it. Everything is in it. Turn it and turn it and turn it around.
Now, I'd like to call upon your work wife, Karen Porper, to present you with your gift. For a gift from our congregation is just a token of thanks, and we would like you to open it, actually, if you would.
All right, it's going to require some unwrapping. I think we should do something while he unwraps it. Yeah, it might.
What, jumping jacks or something? I don't
Like
know.
Alenu.
Oh, like Alenu?
Okay, hold on. Yeah, it's delicate. Your first hint is it's delicate. It's fragile. Oh yeah.
Ooh, oh.
When you wrap
Oh. It is an airplane Chanukiah. Now, for those who don't know, Adam is an aerospace engineer. I don't know if you know that. Yeah. It's a hobby.
Trisha, will you take that? Stop moving.
Well, we hope that takes you to many wonderful places. Not Italy, right? But we hope that takes you all the way to Israel, especially. Mazal tov. Thank you so much.
At least get it home without it breaking.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Put it in the bubble wrap.
Yeah.
You have to say them.
Oh, we're
Okay, I'm going to try to get through this without crying. Over the last 5 years, we have together accomplished so much for Temple Emanuel, our religious school community, and the greater Jewish world. We rebuilt the religious school to become one of national recognition, so much so that we were able to start the Jewish community school and run the religious schools of other synagogues. Through the JCS, or the Jewish Community School, the impact of Temple Emanuel has doubled to provide religious education to synagogues from Santa Monica all the way out to Pomona. We also created Jew It at Home to provide Jewish community and programming to the entire Jewish world to support our global community throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. Through Jew It at Home, we partnered with 60 international Jewish organizations and over 13,000 unique Jews from around the globe. I have always been inspired by the willingness of the Temple Emanuel leadership and community to embrace change and seek to be on the leading edge of the Jewish world. It has been such a privilege to help lead this community and serve the Jewish people over the last 5 years. About 2,000 years ago, our rabbis wrote, "Much have I learned from my teachers, more have I learned from my friends, but from my students I have learned most of all." Our ancient wisdom could not be more true. We do learn much from our teachers while we are in school, but then we enter the world and we learn from our friends and colleagues. We work together to make change and bring meaning to people's lives. So I have to thank my colleagues here at Temple Emanuel. I want to thank the board, those of you who have served on my task forces, those of you who have come into my office or sat with me for lunches and coffees. I thank you for all you have taught me. To Rabbi Aaron, Cantor Weiss, Rabbi Bassin, wherever you are in the world today, my everyday colleagues, we have been through so much together. Words cannot describe my gratitude for your enduring support and friendship. Thank you. To my partner in crime over these last 5 years, Karen Porper, nothing that we have accomplished in the school could have been done without your support, your humor, your friendship, your constant and enduring commitment to make sure that our school operates to perfection. Thank you. To the Temple Emanuel staff, for all of your support throughout the years, thank you. And finally, Our rabbis taught us that we learn most from our students. And recent days speak volumes to how precious our children are to us. They are our future. They watch us. They watch our actions. They watch what we say. They see the world through fresh eyes each and every day. They speak truth to us when we cannot see it for ourselves. The reason why our school has been so successful is because we empower our students to take Judaism into their own hands and teach us about what it means to be Jewish today. They have taught me answers to questions like, what would it be like to have a Jewish state on Mars? How can I solve the problem of homelessness in Los Angeles? Who is the most influential Jewish figure of all time? How can we create a restaurant built around Jewish values? And that just scratches the surface of the creativity and innovation of the minds that are sitting here amongst us. Our rabbis also teach that to save a life is to save the universe. And this cannot be more true than for our children. Because within each of them is the potential to teach each of us to see the world anew. So thank you to all of my students who have taught me so much over these last 5 years. You constantly inspire me. Say chazak, chazak, v'nit chazek. May each of us go from strength to strength. Shabbat Shalom.
As we continue with our service, we move to Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish, and if there was anyone here who is commemorating Shloshim, the first 30 days after the death of a loved one, or if this is the recite of a loved one, or if you're in the first year after the death of a loved one, please stand, and as I acknowledge you, please tell us who you're here to say Kaddish for.
My father, Clement Franco. My friend Lee Lawson.
My son, Darren Mitchell Cohen.
My mother, Janice DeVore.
My grandmother and one of his namesakes, Ella Frank Danchevsky.
Also for Ella Frank Danchevsky.
My dad, Bruce Corwin.
My father, Ezra Singer.
So we take those names into our hearts, and we also have some people online that have written in names.
Jan Labian, Darla Knudsen, Rabbi Stephen Gary Sager, Arnie Weinstock, Joan Weinstock, Natalie Clark, Mike Villapondo, and Joe Triana. Hold on 1 second, I'm sorry.
We also have the names up on the screen of those yard sites that occur on this Shabbat.
And Tom Ward.
My sister Rebecca Goldberg and my sister Pearl Vogel.
My father, Max Meyer Nimitz.
So as I said, we take all of these names we've heard into our hearts. We also take those names that no one says Kaddish for, because there is no one to say Kaddish for them. We recall those that have died in the Holocaust, the those that have died from COVID-19. And this week we especially remember those that died in Texas and the violence there and in violence all over the world, those souls that have been lost this week. We say Kaddish for them. So if you'd please rise together. You can see the words on the screen. If you'd like to go into the Siddur, which is found in underneath your chair, it's on page 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, b'agala u'v'zman kariv v'yimaru amen. Yehi shemei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'l'olmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitmaseh. Yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kodesha b'rechu leilam min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran v'alma v'yimru amen. Yehi shalom rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael V'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high create harmony between all of us on this planet. And we say,
Amen.
Amen. You may be seated. I'd like to invite the president of our congregation, one of the presidents, Scott Stone. Whoa! It only took 3 years for him to get applause after his name is called in the synagogue. So come on up here. It's easier to see.
Because it's COVID and no one's been here. Hi. I wanted to take just a second and tell you that tonight I did wear a blue kippah for Berkeley for our son. He forgot his, so I'm wearing the one from his bar mitzvah, which as you can see says USC on it. So I'm here for all you parents and parents at home who think that because you're getting your school colors for your kid's bar mitzvah, it might convince them to go to your alma mater. It doesn't work that way. On behalf of the board, and by the way, I am president for exactly 34 days and 4 hours. So this may be the last time you see me for Shabbat services. I hope not, but for up here with a microphone. So while I have the microphone, I'm going to take a moment. I know we're late. And thank, on behalf of your board of directors and everyone at the temple, all of the teachers who have taught our children over the years. Lita, you are here from the day school. Raise your hand and stand up, please. Robin, you are here from the day school. From the ECC, I'm sorry, from the ECC. Our kids started, I think some of you were at Ethan's bris, I think, even. Jeffrey, yeah. It's great to have that continuity, and then Karen and Adam in the religious school every week, entertaining our kids and educating them in such a beautiful way. And then the Passport program, which has been really terrific for our kids. I highly recommend it if you have teenage kids. Don't let them stop going to religious school, because it actually gets better, believe it or not, than when it was when they were here, even as great as it is in the ECC. So I want to thank all of the teachers, and if any of you watching at home, thank you for educating our children. I have to take a couple of moments and thank Rabbi Lutz for your 5 years of not just being here as our rabbi and one of our spiritual guides, but in bringing us to the forefront of the emergency that we needed from a spiritual standpoint when COVID hit, and to turn our synagogue around literally on a dime to be able to do things virtually, to teach the troglodytes that we are sometimes as we are at home, not able to even understand how to log on to a YouTube channel, let alone make it one of our subscriptions. You have made it so easy for us to translate our services and all of our programs onto the internet. So thank you for that. I also want to say thank you as the father of nerdy applied mathematics. Is that what you said? I don't even know what applied mathematics is. I went to film school, so forgive me not that you represent as an engineer and a rabbi the fact that you can do both, and you can be in STEM, and you can also have a neshama and a strength about you, and that's such an incredible example for our kids. And I'm speaking for a few of them who you know who they are, who probably wouldn't be here and maybe wouldn't have gotten a B'nai Mitzvah because you hadn't met them. And that is such a huge, huge thing for our kids here to have had you here as their example. So thank you, and continue to do that in wherever. I know where you're going, but I know that he's not going to become a rabbi, by the way, so we're not leaving him. He's not leaving us for another synagogue. I'll let him tell everybody what his career is about to embark on. But when Rabbi Aaron said you have a home here, these people have connected with you over these 5 years, and please don't take that for granted, and come back and visit whenever you can. Thank you on behalf of the Board of Directors. Did I miss announcements? I'm going to let you do announcements.
Here we go. I'm going to do them really quickly.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Scott. Next Saturday evening, tomorrow morning, please join us for Shabbat Morning Emanuel, celebrating Rebecca Stoll's bat mitzvah here, 10 a.m. We can't wait to celebrate Mazel Tov, Becca. Next up, these are in the wrong order, but that's okay. Friday, June 10th, save the date for Pride Shabbat. Let's go to the next one, because this one's soon. Next Saturday night, Rabbi Aaron will be at Temple Beth Am for Shavuot, Tikkun Leil Shavuot, all-night Torah learning. He has the 2 a.m. slot. No, what slot do you have? Do you know? 10 p.m. That's still pretty late. So join us. This is a this is a community celebration of Shavuot. So please join us. Also, the next morning, Rabbi Aaron will be solo doing Shavuot Festival morning services next Sunday. So please support him, because I won't be here. And then simchas. We have a couple simchas, but Margaret has to put them up because I don't remember. Oh, we celebrated Jody Shapiro, who has taught at Temple Emanuel for 23 years and is officially retiring from teaching religious school for the first time in 23 years. So Mazel Tov, thank you for everything, Jody, and we celebrated her on Sunday in religious school. Next up, Becca, again, Mazel Tov in advance of your bat mitzvah tomorrow. I think there's some babies coming, maybe. Oh, that was good timing. Happy birthday, Robert! I don't even know if he's seen this.
If he's here and you go, everyone has to say happy birthday to him.
Yes, yes. And we have another very, very special birthday. Oh, Tanaz. So everyone in the chats who never knew what Tanaz even looked like, there you go. There's our beautiful Tanaz. Thank you, Tanaz, for everything. It says, your warmth and loving kindness are unmatched. Wishing you wonderful and joyous year ahead. And thank you for bringing so much light to our community. So happy birthday, Tanaz, on May 28th. Is that tomorrow? I think that's tomorrow. Yes. All right. Are those all the simchas? Ethan Stone.
Ethan Stone has a...
Okay, and if you have a birthday in May, come up real quick. Please come up for a blessing. Come on, very quickly, because we're running late. Look how many May birthdays. Whoa. Oh, John?
Okay. Can you guys come on up here a little bit more? We're just filled with blessings today.
We had to pack everything in.
We will not, come right up here, right up here. Typically we would ask, who the president was when you were born, but we're not going to do that. Anyone? Woodrow Wilson? Anyone? Lincoln? Anyone? Okay. So we offer you this blessing. Herbert Hoover. Shebeirach avotenu v'imotenu. May the one who blessed our ancestors bless you, who have come here to celebrate your birthday. For this year, we wish you continued health. We wish for you safety. We wish for you comfort. May you continue to count the blessings of family. May you be renewed as you approach this next year of your life. May your body stay strong, your mind stay sharp, and your soul lifted by the presence of loved ones in your life. May you continue to feel the deep personal relationships in those people whom you share your life's journey. And may you pursue the passions that make your life unique and that makes your life fulfilling. Each and every year of our lives is an opportunity to grow and to find fulfillment, no matter what the past year was like. May you find the space to breathe and to welcome the future with an open heart. Through all of your days, may you feel blessed and safe. May you feel luminous and loved. And may you feel joyous and whole.
Amen.
And we say, Amen.
Happy birthday
To you.
Yom Huledet Sameach. Yom Huledet Sameach. Yom Huledet Sameach.
Mazal tov to you. Happy birthday.
All right.
Today it's your birthday.
Okay. You know what? Thank you very much, everyone, for having so much patience this evening. It was a long evening. Oh my gosh. It ain't over yet.
We're almost done. We got to close it out with something special.
I'd like to invite Ethan Stone up.
I need the words. It is Memorial Day. Oh. Hold on. Wait.
He has a speech.
I will try and truncate the speech as much as possible.
Is that possible for a Stone to do?
Absolutely not. But I would just like to say how amazing it is that I think I've been up here more times than my father, which is, I think, a first since my bar mitzvah. So there's that. I'm celebrating that tonight. Yes, right now I am up here because I want to tell you all about some experiences I've had in our 3 teen programs, Madrahim, Tempty, and the Passport programs. Madrahim is the program I think most of you would know the most about. That is where our teen service student teachers in the classrooms, guiding lessons, teaching Hebrew, helping the kids daily. This has been something I've enjoyed a lot, and I would get into more specifics, but I'm kind of low on time. So I'm going to move right into our second program, which is Tempty, which is the Temple Emanuel Temple Youth. This is our teen youth group. You may have heard a couple people talking about it earlier tonight, but here we put on events ranging from beach events, movie nights, playing, games, trivia nights, all that jazz. And it's a great way to meet people and just have a fun time hanging out, and I highly recommend that you join if you are a teenager. And finally, there is the Passport programs, which is something I've been a part of. This has been a really big part of my temple experience. And by the way, if you want to know, yes, you can write about Passport on your college application. Don't do it just for that, but I am saying you can do that. And what Passport is it's a lot of social justice programs. So Teen Civic Leadership Council is the kind of main one. That's the one where we go to DC. We get to meet up with our congressional representatives and their staffers. So I actually got to go outside Ted Lieu's office and see a sign that said Alternative Facts Free Zone, which I thought was pretty cool. And we actually got to go in and lobby on issues. We've done gun violence prevention, climate change. We talked about voting rights, like a broad range of issues that we get to vote on what's important to us and really zone in on how we can make a difference in that issue. And then besides that, we also have, we went on the New York trip, the American Jewish Experience. This year, we've been to Portland, Oregon in the past to help build homes for people without them. And we've also been down south, which is, I believe, the one that was coming up next year, to walk the Civil Rights Trail and learn all about civil rights, Martin Luther King, that kind of, and how the Jewish, how Judaism played a role in that, and how rabbis were kind of an integral part of that social justice experience. And so I would say that I've been a part of all three of these programs, and before I get played off the stage, I would just like to say that they're all amazing, and if you know anyone who is going to be a teen, leaving 7th grade, just had their B'nai Mitzvah, and is like, maybe I should leave Temple, don't do it. Stay for these programs. They're amazing and fantastic, and have a good night.
Please rise for our final song. Let us stand up for our final song, America the Beautiful.
I'm gonna do that again. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, forever ways of grain, for purple mountains, majesty above the fruited plain. America, God shed God's grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for patriotry that sees beyond the years. That sees beyond the years. Thine alabaster cities, undimmed by human care. America, God shed God's grace on thee, and crown thy good with sisterhood, from sea to shining sea. America, God shed God's grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom!
Shabbat Shalom to everybody. Let's all go and have some fun.